what's going on today, guys? So today I'm going to be continuing in my official James Bond series leading up to Spectre, which I am totally excited for. Thunderball is officially the 4th James Bond movie in the Eon production series, and once again stars Sean Connery as the titular character, Agent 007, and this time his mission is to recover these 2 atomic bombs that have been seized by a man known as Largo. And he plans to detonate them against the United States, particularly Florida, which could kill millions, and 007 is sent to stop him. And in the process of stopping Largo, he gets just embodied by Spectre. He gets more women, more gadgets, and more awesomeness because, guys, this movie is amazing. I love Thunderball. It is definitely one of my favorite Bond movies and one of my favorite action movies. Guys, this movie really just took the Bond franchise to heightened levels of just your wildest imaginations. We got a jetpack at the beginning of the film, 007 just being a badass fighting. We have, of course, more beautiful women. We have more chases. More, and of course, the underwater sequences. It turns out 20% of this movie, about 25% I mean, was shot underwater. This movie was made 50 years ago. That's pretty insane, guys. And if you guys are wondering what that weird, like, kind of key clicking noise is, I actually have these little cufflink holders that are for my suit. So that's why you may hear that throughout this review. But anyway, guys, the underwater sequences are filmed so well. Oh, they look beautiful, luscious, incredible. This is also the first movie within the entire franchise that shows us the entire board of Spectre. There's an entire room with every single Spectre agent in there, and we have finally Ernst Stavro Blofeld, which is going to be revealed in You Only Live Twice, which is the following Bond film. You have him there stroking his cat. Yeah, we know. He's a faceless guy stroking his cat while everyone else does the hard work. But I love that room. The cinematography in this movie is absolutely breathtaking, and that room is awesome. Now I'm going to talk about the other accessories to this movie, and that is the amazing women in this movie. They are absolutely beautiful. And yes, they are objects. And yes, they kind of aren't that much of real people. I can understand that. But guys, for a Bond film, you need that, you know. And I mean, I'm a guy, so naturally I'm gonna find this attractive. I'm not gay, so I'm gonna find this attractive. But guys, the female lead with 007 Domino is absolutely pristine. She is freaking gorgeous. She is the most beautiful Bond girl, I think, out of all of the Bond girls. Yes, including Famke Janssen and GoldenEye. And we'll talk about that when I talk about GoldenEye. And then, of course, we have the Spectre agent, Fiona. And that actress is absolutely stunning as well. We have 2 mind-blowingly gorgeous women in this movie. And they both are after 007. And that's something that I really thought was cool. Is that you had a Spectre female agent. And then you had the female who was trying to help Bond the entire time. In this movie, we also see the return of Felix Leiter, who was not a bumbling idiot like he was in Goldfinger. Alright, let's talk about the villain, Emilio Largo. Largo is kind of my least favorite part about this movie. Just gonna say that. To me, he kind of felt a teeny bit generic, but I think for the 60s, that was very fresh, and even though there were a couple of villains that were a little bit generic before him, I do think that in the 60s, with the time and the new age of James Bond, everything felt new, everything felt more polished. So I think in the 60s, he was pretty badass. But today, I'm like, he's kind of this guy that just wants to blow up the world for money. And I gotta talk about that scene on the beach where James Bond uses that weird trank gun to just shoot one of the guys that came to kill him. And then he stands up and says one of the best lines in the entire franchise. Yeah, I think you got the point. But guys, Thunderball is really cool. We got some great characters, a good plot, awesome Bond girls. Those 2 Bond girls are some of my personal favorites. And I think they're probably within my top 3 favorite Bond girls in the Bond movies. And I really love Sean Connery as James Bond. This is the movie that I think he pulled off what could be the best subtle performance as James Bond. and I really like this movie, guys. Thunderball truly is a very underrated Bond movie, and a very underrated movie in general. I don't know why the reviews started to go down for this thing suddenly, because there's more of everything, and actually, in this instance, I believe more of everything actually really helped this movie. Jetpacks, underwater fight scenes, awesome Bond girls, and once again, Sean Connery returns. So guys, I'm going to give Thunderball an A. Well, thank you guys for watching another one of my movie reviews. I appreciate this as always. Continuing in my James Bond franchise, I'm going to be leveling up towards Roger Moore with his first outing, Live and Let Die, which I will be doing right after this. But in the end, guys, thank you for watching, and of course, as always, click that like button and send me some comments for movies you want me to review next, and I will definitely be delivering for you guys. Thank you all, and stay tuned.